All right, welcome back to Age 40 Years. My name is Greg, and today I'm doing my second blind tasting. The first one I picked the bottles because they were going head to head, and I wanted to see how they would do. That was a weeded one I did a couple months ago, honestly, now, and I wanted to get back to doing them. So yeah, here we are. It's my first one that's, I have no idea what's in any of these glasses. I gave my wife full authority to put whatever she wanted in them. Before we get started, I would just like to ask y'all, please like, subscribe, comment on the video. I really would like to know if you prefer the single bourbon tastings and reviews, or if you prefer these blinds. Again, this is only my second one doing a blind, but excited to do it. I think it's honestly my favorite thing to do. So we're gonna find out what we got in here and see how how well I can pick out what I like, which I guess at the end of the day, really, whatever I pick is what I like, so who cares? Might find some stuff out about myself. First, before we get started, I want to mention it is the month of May, and I am from Indiana. And for those of you from Indiana, you know why I'm excited about the month of May. For those of you not from Indiana, probably like, what the hell is he talking about? Well, I got my hat on, got my shirt on, IMS shirt, and my hat for the, this is the logo from the 76th Indianapolis 500, May 24th, 1992. So Memorial Day weekend, that Saturday, is always the running of the Indianapolis 500. And it's something I've been to like 13, 14, 15 times. It's exciting. Want to get back to it, do it some more with my dad. Grew up going to it. Anyway, that's why I'm dressed the way I am. It's May, and it's an exciting month for us Hoosiers. All right. A couple things about the glasses. Just regular Glencairns. Looks like she poured them pretty healthy. One thing I do want to mention is this one is, you can maybe see, don't know if that shows up in the video or not, Columbia Bourbon Society. I didn't have 4 blank ones, so I put it on the back, but you know, I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, Lexington technically, but I hang out with those guys once in a while. Good dudes. Played in their fantasy football league. Also, I have these Glen clips on here. These are the first time I'm using these. These are 3D printed, made by one of the patrons for SLB Drinks. So SLB Drinks is a channel that I got a lot of inspiration for in starting my own. When they put these up a month ago maybe, they said they have 30 sets of these. I immediately clicked buy. For me, I was like writing letters on the bottom of these, all kinds of stuff. So these are cool. It does have another YouTube's logo on it, but I don't really care. Hopefully they don't care. Again, though, it's SLB Drinks. If you're watching me, you probably watch them. So I just encourage you to go watch those guys. They're pretty awesome. Humble, and also Indiana guys. So they probably would know why I'm wearing race stuff. All right, let's get down to it. So we're going to try these. We're going to rank them. One thing I didn't do, my bourbon's right there. Most of it, a couple back here, some down there. I did not ask my wife to set the bottles aside because I thought I would probably see what's what. Well, I didn't look at the shelf when I came in here, so I don't know why I did that. But I'm gonna have to go grab the bottles as I go through this, so I apologize for that. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll go my right to my left, your left to your right, and we'll start with A. Light color, light palette. All right, palette, jeez. Light nose. Let's get it going a little bit, see if we can help the nose. A little better. Okay. Pretty oaky. Not a bad oaky. Oaky, vanilla-y. Light, definitely light. I think this one's a lower proof point. I mean, look, my goal isn't to try and guess what these are, but That just tastes like it's got to be some Buffalo Trace. May even be Buffalo. I don't know. But that tastes like their mash bill, although it's more oaky than normal. So than their mash bill normally is. Yeah, definitely more oak in there. Also, I ate these crackers earlier that were like an herb cracker. That might be messing me up a little bit. But overall, that's pretty good. It's light. Nothing jumps out at me. Finish is pretty standard, consistent. Don't know if there's anything out of the box there. Let's go to B. I really probably shouldn't have eaten those crackers, but I guess everything's gonna taste like it has rosemary in it. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Okay, B. Also pretty light on the nose. This one though is not as oaky on the nose. It's more confectionery. Yeah. Oh man, what is that? That's like is a caramel pie a thing? Did I just create something? I don't know. That one's pretty sweet on the nose. Let's go ahead and try it. Okay, now that is more, I don't want to get into this habit, but that is more Buffalo Trace tasting. It's less oaky. So that makes me, this is more oaky, more woody, more natural, more earthy, I guess, is what I'm getting. This one, pretty standard bourbon. Also low proof point on this one. But I mean, that's a pretty standard affair. So I don't. Those two are going to be difficult to separate as far as preference. They're honestly not all that different, but that one's a little bit more earthy and oaky. Here we go. We're already concerned about our ability to determine what's what here. Now, I don't do a lot of I haven't done a lot of blind tasting, but occasionally I'll just use I think it's Only Drams app and have it pick a pour and have my wife go pick it and I'll try and guess it. Usually pretty good at that. If probably not always the first guess, but like second, third guess, usually pretty consistent. But I'm not really trying to guess here. I'm just more trying to pick out what I like. This is different. This has more spice, maybe a rye on the nose. Definitely smells more rye forward, more spicy, higher potency. So here's why I'm not gonna pick them out, is because I think I have maybe a Redwood Empire in there, but I don't know that to me, this is the nose of this is a Redwood Empire, but yeah, that's gotta be a rye of some sort. That's a higher proof point. Delicious. A little bit more minty. That's why I think it's gotta be a rye. I hate this though. This is gonna just prove me wrong. Because when you do them completely blind, I mean, you really expose yourself. I've told y'all, not a professional, right? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, I think that's minty. It's got some of that baking spice. It's definitely punchier. I think probably a rye. That's good though. I like it. I don't know. That's totally different though than A and B. C is just, it's got a great finish. Nice hug. Just like right in there. Just delicious. That's good. I don't know what that one is, but that's good. I'm not even gonna guess at that. Like C. C's good. You know, it's interesting. I've become more of a rye fan in the last few years. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold my arm out. Become more of a rye fan in the last few years. I think that's consistent with a lot of the market, but I did not make the jump then to single malts. Can't stand them. You know what I should have had her put in here? I have a toasted Yellowstone that I cannot stand that bottle. I should do a video of it just to, it's been sitting a while. It's probably 80% full and I just, but I should have had her mix that in somewhere and see if I could pick it out. Of course I would have, because I'd have been trying to. I'd have been looking out for it. Again, nothing special here. This regarding the logo, Columbia Bourbon Society. But again, I don't know what she picked, so it doesn't give anything away because it's in there. Now the color on this is a lot darker. I mean, you look at this versus that. I don't know if y'all can see that, but to me, that's a lot darker here on the D. So, see, yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. That's got some age on it. That's rich, brown sugar, caramel. Oh man, I don't know what this is on the nose, but this is clearly the best nose. Like all the flavors, you got your fruits in there. Oh yeah, you got some apple in there. You got some I guess some baking spice. Like it tastes like eating. That one's good. I think that's got to be a higher proof point. You got some nice like red fruits in there. Maybe some. It's like apple, maybe some cherry, but maybe not like a sweet cherry, more like a black cherry. A little bit. Gosh, I can't really. It's great. Really like it. I think it's a little bit older. I think it's a little bit higher proof point. In my head, I think I know what it is, but I'm not gonna say because I'm trying to not predict them. I kind of like doing that, trying to predict them, but in the interest of the Indianapolis 500, we'll figure out who starts or who's on the first row and who's fallen to the second row. That's really good though. I think the finish on that's great. The upfront palette of that is exceptional. I mean, just a lot of like good spice, like your baking spice, your like maybe like a honey crisp apple. You've got some real nice caramel in there, like real nice, like a caramel. I don't know if y'all know what caramel rolls are. My wife makes them. They're delicious, but just like a caramel roll flavor. That is good. So let's see. Let's go back through these a little bit. So we've got. I want to go back to A and B. I think I know where I am relative to C and D. Now that I've had the C and D, I want to see how A and B stack up to C and D. All right. Well, let's do B first because we already did A to B. Let's do B to A. I mean, it's good. It's light. I think it's younger. There's just not as much there. Like, I don't know. Man, I'll probably eat my words on this, which is why I enjoy these. I don't really care if I'm totally off base. I mean, I remember, I think I said in another video, but I did a review on Reddit and said that, a blind review of Eagle Rare, and said that, no, it wasn't blind, but I said it had some mint in it to me, and someone just absolutely chastised me. It's like, who cares? Like, that's what I tasted. So that one's light, to me, younger. I mean, it's just like a consistent bourbon, but nothing outstanding. Now hold on the nose. Now this one's kind of wet, like musty basement, which I didn't get before. Like someone's drying out wet wood in their basement. I don't know who does that, but all right. Okay, so I've got my handy dandy cheat sheet here from my beautiful bride. We're about to celebrate our 15th anniversary. Lindsay's blind tasting, that's my wife's name. I'm gonna go down through these and say which one I like least. God, A and B are really tough. Okay, I know where I'm at. That might be E.H. Taylor, which would be interesting to see what happens if it is. All right, let me do this one more time. Yeah, I mean the brown sugar on the nose of this might help it out a bit. Yeah, okay, I know where I'm at. Well, hold on. Hold please. Do I have any water left in here? No. Okay, we'll just see on the palate. Can this be B? Oh man, that's so good on the nose. It's just like smelling a Werther's original right now. Oh. But yeah, minty. Minty to me. It's probably Eagle Rare. Freaking Eagle Rare. All right. So actually, I'm going to go in it's the first one out for me. It's going to be A. Ah. Okay. Interesting. That's, all right. I'm going to go get it. Hold on. Be right back. Okay. Bottle 1. Or bottle A is Blue Run Kentucky Straight Reflection Bourbon Whiskey. All right. So Blue Run is a blend, I believe. For those of you who don't know, like Blue Run got its start as apparently a guy who wanted to create the same hype as Nike. That's where these butterflies come from. To me, that's just, I don't really, I mean, I've had that bottle a bunch of times. It is light, so this bottle is the Reflection one. I got this on markdown from Clyde Spirits. This is 47.5% by alcohol by volume, so 95 proof, lighter for sure. We'll put this over here as the 4th place. So let's, so we know that it's A, B, well, the order I'm going in is I'm going to go A, then I'm going to go B, then I'm going to go C, then I'm going to go D is my favorite. So A, Blue Run is out. I didn't mean to go in order. B, yeah, I once I had B, I didn't think A was Blue Run, or I mean Buffalo anymore. So A, B, C, D. I'm going in the order that they're laid out, so it's reverse order. So 4th place, Blue Run, Reflection one. All right, let's go to B. I'm trying to do this without seeing them all. B, it is a Buffalo Trace product, which I'm not surprised by this if you watch my review. All right. B, 3rd place, Elmer T. Lee. All right. So if you watched my review recently of Elmer T. Lee, it did not score very well. I don't think it's necessarily worth the hype. I think it's okay. It has a great history, but it's just, to me, does not justify, certainly not the secondary premium, but it's interesting. So Elmer T. Lee finishing in 3rd in this blind. That was B. Moving on to C. C, I thought was a rye. We'll see. C is Oh man, yeah, this one's been awesome. I just bought this recently. Not a rye, but I just bought this recently. That's a store pick. Fantastic bottle. This is my first time ever having it. Really, really enjoying it. In fact, the store owner said this is their 4th barrel that they've done. I bought it in Georgia on my way home. This is Blue Note Juke Joint whiskey. This is uncut, unfiltered, crafted in Memphis, straight bourbon whiskey. This is 115.4 proof, hand selected by Jasper Super Package single barrel, which is east of Atlanta. This is an awesome bottle. Really is an awesome bottle. And for this one to finish above Elmer T and above that Blue Run, which I like both of those, is really cool. So anyway, yeah, Blue Note Juke Joint whiskey, hand selected by Jasper Super Package. Stop in there. They have some stuff that's overpriced. Not gonna lie. They got a little case on the right that's a little overpriced, but they got some store picks, and whoever's picking them is doing well, because this bottle is terrific, and it finished second. Now I'm really curious what's going to beat it, because I really like that bottle. Been thinking about going back and getting another one. All right, so that was C, and D, which is my winner, is now okay. Just a minute. Let's find it. Okay. Surprise, surprise. Four Roses Single Barrel Private Selection OESQ. Now this is a OESQ recipe. Is, according to them, floral, banana, refreshing, medium body. This is a 20% rye mash bill. This is a specially selected by Four Roses for South Carolina. This is 11 years, 1 month. Older age statement, right? Elmer T. no age statement. Blue Run, no age statement. Expected to be lighter. Juke Joint, no age statement. So no age statement on anything, except, I don't know why this wouldn't have an age statement. It's a single barrel. Tell us what it is. Come on. Well, they didn't. Earlier, if you remember, I said I think I know what this is, but I'm not going to try and guess them. That was it. That's exactly what I thought it was. Four Roses single barrel. I told my wife not to include that LE Four Roses, just because I'm trying to save it. But I thought this was Four Roses when I tried it. I freaking love these. I buy them every time I find them. Now this OESQ is warehouse number JE, barrel number 664N, alcohol by volume 61.0%, 11 years, 1 month. I think that this is one of the best products out on the market, is when you can find these single barrels from Four Roses. And I think they do an awesome job of keeping consistency. But if you had asked me how this lineup would be without doing the tasting, the only thing I would have maybe said was these two would flip. But I'd say this is pretty in line with how I'd have picked them. Sleeper pick though is this Blue Note Juke Joint whiskey. Maybe I need to do a separate review of this. This is a great freaking bottle. Definitely seek this out. Find some single barrels. Find some places that you like how they pick stuff, and get on board with that one. And then Four Roses, of course, the winner today. This is a great freaking bottle. I mean, I want to get all 10 of their recipes. They're so good. But OESQ is the winner. And that's my first full blind where I had no idea what was actually in it. So one note from my wife is that she said, if you want to know how these bottles were picked, her feedback was, I picked these bottles based on how cute the bottles are. So these four apparently have a good job of making cute bottles. With that, let me bring in the winner right here. I would ask you, please drink responsibly. Don't forget about your mom on Mother's Day. And cheers.